Hi guys, how's it going? Happy Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday, right? My week's all off because we had our holiday on Monday, but I think it's Wednesday. We can give people some time to jump on. Let me know who's here. Let me know where you're joining from. Hi Sadia, welcome. So today, what we're gonna do is go way back in time. We have a sale happening right now on Tarte.com. We are gonna hit rewind. We're actually bringing back some OG limited edition palettes. One of them being our Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. How cute is this? Did you guys try this the first time around? If you missed out on it, don't hesitate. You can actually get it for a really great deal. So we have tons of products, including some throwbacks, as well as sale products that are available up to 65% off. So all you have to do, head to Tarte.com. You'll see the banner. You can click on that, search through all of the available products, and then just make sure you enter the code MINE at checkout. Hi from Sugar Land, Texas. Awesome. How's the weather down there? I bet it's pretty hot. It's hot up here in the Northeast. Another one from Texas, Pakistan, Australia. Hi, Mary Lace. Azerbaijan. Oh my gosh. So far away. We got people from all over. Great. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's been a while. Hello from Peru. So excited to see you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do an eye look with this palette. If you've never seen this before, if you missed out on this the first time around, check out how cute it is. They look like little seashells. They all have really fun names too, like Saltwater, Beach Please, Mermosa, Shipwrecked, Shell Yeah. So cute. And the pigments are really amazing. So we're going to build an eye look with this and just kind of finish the rest of my makeup. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you need product recommendations. Hi from England. Hi from Algeria. Oh my gosh, what else do you have here? Hi from Michigan, Singapore, India, Ohio. Awesome. We're worldwide. Love that. Okay, so I'm going to start building my eye look. What I love about this palette is that it has a good mix of mattes as well as some really, really fun metallics. So I'm actually going to start out just with this what's this one called? Sandbar. Just a really good transition color for the crease. I like to find that little pocket where my eyeball and my brow bone meet. Just use a nice fluffy tapered brush just to start sculpting out the crease. I got people from Iraq, UAE, Iran, Mexico. Hola. I'm dying to go to Mexico. I've never been. I really, really want to go to Los Cabos. Eventually, I'll get there. Okay, so we're gonna just do this on both sides. Oh, thank you, Sophia. We love you too. Hi from Alaska, Maryland, Japan. Moshi moshi. Arigato for joining today. Hi from the UK. I've been following the Euro Cup, and I know you guys have a lot going on over there with England. So I'm not sure if you're from England or Scotland or where you're from in the UK, but I know that's like a huge thing right now. My husband and I have been following along the Euro Cup. Hey from New York. I'm in Pennsylvania right now. So today I'm working from home. I'm in my home studio, but I do go back and forth between here and our office in New York City. Hi from Madrid. Hi from Japan. Canada. Are they Tarte brushes you're using? Yes. So this one is an oldie but a goodie, but we do have a similar one that's double-ended. I love a brush that has a nice tapered end on one side and a flat kind of packing brush, which I'm going to use in a little bit on the other side. And all of our brushes are cruelty-free, so we never use any real animal hair, which I think that, having a synthetic bristle, it also makes them much easier to clean and they dry a lot faster. So I really love that about it. So just got a little bit of that one right in the crease. I'm going to take Shipwreck. It's like slightly kind of deeper, like mauve burgundy. I'm just going to do a little on the outer corner, even bring that down onto the lower lash line, just kind of hugging that outer V of the eye. Oh, thanks, Jeepers. I used, for the brows, I used our Amazonian Clay brow pencil. It's really, really fine. I just did something like quick and easy, but I love that it just draws in every little brow hair. I have like a good shape to work with, but I do have a lot of sparse patches, so I really love that one because it looks like real hair. Hello from Macy's, Oregon. Hello. Ordered this last night. I'm so happy you brought it back. Yeah, I know, so exciting. This is one of my favorite palettes. I'm so happy to see it again. I mean, I loved that whole mermaid collection with the gems and the brushes. I think we even still have a few of those available on the website too, which were super cute. So let me know about that. Tarte foundation, Tarte is so good with foundation. Which foundation do you use? Let me know. How did I start working with Tarte? So I started working out in their field team in New York in Macy's Herald Square, and then started overseeing stores in New York, like Sephora's, and then became a member of the pro team and did more elevated trainings, and then it just kind of grew from there, and here I am, happy to be here with you guys today. Nyla Juice is her favorite. Hi from Peru. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Okay, so now I kind of just sculpted out the lid. I'm so excited. I love the shade Bubbles is probably my favorite shade in this palette. I'm gonna use a smaller flat brush though, just to pick up a little more since the pans are a little bit smaller, but this one has such a cool iridescent kind of shift to it, and then like just goes right on the lid. Check out that pigment, just so smooth. If you're familiar with our shadows, you know that we use Amazonian clay, so that gives you really great staying power. If you're somebody who has hooded lids or oily lids, this is really great because it makes it oil resistant and gives you 12 hours of wear time. But I love how it has that cool like shift to it depending on how the light hits it. What was this question here? My brows are slightly uneven. One looks slightly higher than the other. Do you have any advice to even them out or a product recommendation? So whether you're using a pencil, a cream, a powder, if your brows are uneven, so if one, sort of peaks a little higher, fill it in lower to balance out the other side, and then fill the other side that's lower, fill it a little more higher, and that'll sort of create a little bit more of that balance. Great question. We have a lot of brow products too, so depending on, how much you need to actually fill into, if you're really sparse or you have like almost no brow, then I would go with something like our Framework or Pomade. If you have, just need to fill in some sparse patches and want to add a little volume to the natural brows, then I would go with our Sketch and Set brow pencil, because that one is a pencil. Actually, I have one right here I can show you. That one, this is also one of the ones that I really like to use. This one has a pencil on one side, and then it also has the gel on the other side, so you can add a little more volume and definition to the natural brows. Yeah, I love this color. I know, it's so much fun. I'm so glad that we brought this back. This palette also has a lot of other, kind of neutral, gold, bronze, really beautiful shades. But it's always fun, especially in the summertime. I feel like is a fun time to experiment with color. So just packing that onto the lid. I also want to take a little bit, I'm going to use just like a little smudging brush. I'm going to take a little bit of, let's do Cavern, and smudge that along the lower lash line just to kind of wrap everything around. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Thanks for joining. I have a really hard time with that palette. I feel it doesn't blend well for me. Any tips? Make sure you always, start out with a good base. So I typically, today I used Hydro Sealer Concealer, and I blended that onto my lid to kind of neutralize everything. And then I did use a little bit of setting powder just to lock it in. So if you, are using an eye base, especially if you're using a concealer as an eye base, if you don't set it with a powder and it's still wet, you might get some patchiness when you go to blend. Also, I would say, making sure you're using brushes that have like nice movement to them, like something fluffy, to really like buff in, and being mindful about how much you pick up. So like notice I'm not really digging in too much into the product, so that helps to control the pigment, the placement, and also helps to prevent fallout. So you see I'm not getting any little speckles on my cheek there, which is what we want. We want it to stay in place. And then also, kind of just like pressing and packing it on to where you want to place it, as opposed to doing big dramatic movements, because sometimes then it goes on patchy as well. Great question. Let me know if you have any other questions, guys. Do you need to spray the brush before applying shimmer pigment? You don't need to with these. They go on, you saw I did the one on the lid. I just went in dry with this one, and it glided on really smooth. If you want to sort of enhance that metallic pigment, then absolutely, yes, you can. I actually, for this next one, I'm going to use the shade Lagoon. It's this really gorgeous kind of metallic navy. I'm going to use that as an eyeliner. So for that one, since I want a little bit more of like a precise wing, I'm gonna pick up the product first with the brush. I don't like to dip a wet brush into the pan because I feel like sometimes it kind of messes with the consistency of the shadow and kind of leaves a little crust, and then you have to scrape it off, and then it ends up wasting product. So I need like a little side mirror here so I can get closer so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna just take this and start going short little dashes right across the lash line. You can see that glides on nice and smooth. So if you want a little more precision, I could use this dry, but I want it to be a little more crisp. So I used a little bit of our Stay Spray setting spray. And then for the wing, I'm just gonna kind of angle from the nose and the outer corner of the eye and just do a little mark there. Oops, I need to pick up a little more shadow. There we go. And then I'm gonna use that as a guide and just connect that right to the lash line. Great question though about the setting spray. I have very oily skin. Which products will work for me? Check out all of our products with the Amazonian clay, because Amazonian clay gives a really great balance to the skin. It kind of helps to absorb excess oil. So like our Amazonian clay foundation, all of the blushes, eyeshadows, what else? Bronzers. There's so many products that have Amazonian clay in it. So you can't go wrong there. Also face tape and shape tape are really great for oily skin as well. If you're looking for something that's like a full, really like full coverage product. What's the name of the palette? This is our Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. A throwback. Let's see. My face gets really oily with the Tarte foundation. Any tips on how to prevent that? It depends on which foundation you're using. You can use one of our primers underneath to help mattify, like Timeless or Poreless are really great for that. If you're using a formula like Found Sealer, that's gonna have a slightly more radiant finish to it. So maybe switch to something like the Amazonian clay or the face tape, which those are going to have a more matte finish. And then our setting powders have Amazonian clay built into them too. So locking it in with the setting powder is also going to help. And you know, sometimes depending on the type of skin that you have or depending on where you live, especially like right now when it's summertime and it's hot and humid outside, it's normal, it's natural to get like a little T-zone shine throughout the day. So you can also just use either blotting papers, or any of our setting powders are really good to kind of blot and kind of mattify as needed, just if you want to touch up throughout the day. Great questions. Keep them coming, guys. We're going to talk about the filter or no? Filter? There's no filter. I have on our Hydroflex foundation. I have on, just a little bit of setting powder. So this is my skin. You're seeing it as it is. After concealing the eye, it is compulsory to set with powder. Yay, set with powder if you need to. You know, depending on the type of skin that you have, maybe you just do like a light dusting. You don't necessarily need to do like a full-on baking situation. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up here. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara to finish off the eyes. What do you do if someone has acne? Definitely we have a whole range of skincare, and there are some that are included in the sale as well. I think even one of them is a full kit of all of our Knockout collection. So check out our Knockout skincare. It's amazing for acne prone skin, super gentle, but infused with things like BHA and AHA to help, and salicylic acid, lactic acid, things like that to help treat acne. Let me see. Excellent presentation. Thank you. What did I spray it with? For the liner, I used the Stay Spray setting spray. Sorry, I feel like I'm a little behind on the comments. Our shadows for sensitive eyes are hypoallergenic. So we do everything that we do for the eye area is ophthalmologist tested. If you're allergic to something, check out all of the ingredients first. But yeah, everything is super gentle. I wear contact lenses. I've never had any issues. I want to learn. See, are you still selling that seashell palette? Yeah, so we brought it back by popular demand. Roman SSS, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for asking. Yes, be a mermaid. Okay, let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to get caught up on some of these. You guys are rapid fire with the questions. Just bought the concealers. Great, I can't wait for you to try them. See. Oh, thanks, Shelby. Hi. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm a little behind. All right, let me start going in with this mascara. This is our Surfer Curl mascara. There's also a set part of the sale that has, here we go, full size Surfer Curl mascara. So if you have really straight lashes, this gives you 46% more lash curl. And it's super conditioning, also sweat proof, so definitely great for this time of year. I have to venture out a little later after this, so really, really good for the heat and the humidity. But look at that, just totally completes the look. Gave me a nice little lift and just glides on really smooth. Keeps them nice and separated. I like to really like add some volume and drama, so I'm gonna do 2 coats. Go a little bit on the bottom. Just purchased the Hydro Flex foundation. Can't wait for it to arrive. Yeah, you're gonna love it. It feels so good. Like, it almost doesn't even feel like I have anything on the skin, which I love. Let's see, any suggestion for yellow or olive undertones? I find most bases and powders make me look washed out or too yellow. So for, depending on what you have, if you're a true yellow undertone, our foundations with a sand undertone are going to be more yellow. If you need something more olive, if you kind of have like a little bit of a green tint to your skin like I do, then try something with a golden undertone. But we have so many ways that you can shade match. You can do a virtual try on our website. You can book a virtual consultation with a Tarte artist, or you can even just send a selfie to customer service and somebody can get back to you and kind of help guide you as far as what shade would be the best option. So we're here to help you for sure. Does the foundation work well like full coverage? So the one that I have on the Hydro Sealer, I would say is a bit more medium coverage. So it's meant to be very natural, very skin-like, very no makeup. If you want full coverage, definitely go for our Amazonian Clay foundation or our Face Tape foundation. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this on here on the bottom. What do you guys think? I love mascara. Mascara, like, it just completes everything. I didn't know about the virtual try on. Yeah, it's so easy. So you can just go to, the product page. And it also works for a lot of our blushes, some of the eyeshadow palettes. What other products are there? Lips, tons of other products that you can use the virtual try on to get a preview of it. So really, really helpful, especially if you're trying to decide on different shades and are not sure what you need. So Zeba says she needs a contour recommendation. Well, I have one right here for you. I'm going to finish my complexion. Like I said, I just have the Hydro Sealer and the Hydro Flex on. So I'm going to go in. This is our Kind is the New Pretty palette, which I love that. Being kind always makes you more pretty. So the Thoughtful shade down here, I'm going to start out with that. Just like a nice good bronzer. It's not too warm, so it definitely also works nicely to give a little sculpt to the cheekbone, a little bit of contour. And then I'm using an angled brush so I can kind of just rest that right into the natural hollow. And then I like to do sort of a lifting motion. We want to try to keep it, really tight up under that cheekbone so that you get a nice natural looking sculpt. You don't want it to go too low because then it kind of brings the whole face down. I like to do a little bit on the jawline too. Surfer Curl, yes, that was the mascara that I used. So I'm just gonna go in, same thing on this side. This is a really great travel palette too. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to travel again. I have a road trip coming up next week. Me and my husband, we're gonna go on a road trip up around New England. So super excited about that. This little guy is definitely coming with me because it's got your blush, bronzer, highlight all in one. So I'm just using this to sculpt. I'm gonna use the tip of the brush just to do a little definition on the sides of the nose. So easy, so cute. What do you guys think? Just warm up the jawline a little bit more. And then I could use the same brush if I wanted to, like if I was just really trying to travel light or in a hurry, but I like to use a different brush. So I'm gonna use just like a flat blush brush and then kind of start at the apple of the cheek, smile, and just sweep up in like a check mark and then just blend that out. So they shouldn't look like two stripes. It should just blend seamlessly, just like a nice soft gradient. But I love this color. This color is called Gracious. Really, really nice peachy pop of color. I think it goes well with the eye look. Which brand? So everything we're using, it's all Tarte Cosmetics. Thank you, Alex. Okay. So sweep up here, even that out on this side. Super cute, super easy. And then we're gonna take a little bit of the highlighter. This one, I'm just gonna use the same brush since it's right here. But this one, we can use a little bit of highlight. I like to be strategic with highlighter. I know some people like to just be, you know, a disco ball, want to be seen from space. I like to be more precise about it. So I'm just going to do a little bit on this. I like to think of it as like a shelf, like where the top of the cheekbone is. So just a little bit there, kind of above the blush, under the outer corner of the eye, and just like sweeping up a little more for a little lift. This one's like a very pearlescent shade. And then just make sure that blends right in. Thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate it. Oh, you got it. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Okay, a little pop of that. And then just a little down the bridge of the nose. I already kind of have a natural highlight on the tip of my nose, so I kind of just go along the bridge. Lipstick, yes, we're getting there. We're gonna top it off with that too. I have a couple options. I'm gonna let you guys help me choose which shade to wear. Hello, Rogue H69. I hope I said that right. Let's see, what was that? I feel like that's Portuguese, but I don't speak Portuguese. But I think it says something nice. Let's see what else. So we have different options, all different options for different skin tones. There's other blush palettes, so definitely go browse the website. I'm gonna save this live, and there's gonna be a link, so it'll take you right to the live page or the sale page. So I have a couple options here for lippies. I'm gonna swatch them on my hand. You guys tell me, should I go with like a more nude? Can't go wrong with that. Safe choice. We have Salt Life, which this one is really pretty. This one's like a little more like mauve-y pink, which is really pretty. And then this one's super fun too. This is like a super limited edition throwback shade called Sea Goddess. This is like full-on mermaid. So what do you guys think? 1, 2, or 3? Which lip should I finish off this look with? What was the shade again? I'm not sure if you mean the lip or the blush. Somebody said the first one. Somebody said Sea Goddess. Seeing a lot of votes for number 1. Yeah, this is the shade Siesta. This is Salt Life, and this is Sea Goddess. All right, it looks like number 1 is the favorite. Although I do love the bright purple one as well. Make sure you go to the website. You can do the virtual try on and try on the different shades. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Siesta. Again, safe bet. These are so creamy. I love a good hydrating lipstick because I feel like no matter how much water I drink, my lips are always super dry. So I love that these go on nice and creamy, smooth, and they're long wearing. So after a while, it kind of dries down to just like a nice soft matte finish. Not as matte as our quick dry lip paints, which are also included in the Hit Rewind promo with that extra code, the code MINE at checkout. Just blend this a little bit more here. But I love, love, love the way that these feel. So they are like, you know, dried out like a creamy matte versus like a liquid lipstick. If you want something that's totally like transfer proof, waterproof, go with the quick dry lip paints. Matches the look really well. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love this shade. This is one of my favorite ones. Absolutely. Really good. Sometimes I layer them together as well. Perfect lip color. Yeah, thanks. Well, there you go. That's it. That's the final look. So just to recap, I use the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette on the eyes, a little bit of Surfer Curl mascara. We did the Kind is the New Pretty trio, highlight, blush, and bronzer all in one. So super easy, super fast. Make sure you head over to Tarte.com, check it all out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful somebody tried to call me. I think it was a spam call. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.